Okay, y'all, this is the floodlight that I'm going to be installing here the next day or two. Just wanted to give you a little bit of a breakdown on it. Our front porch light is just not very bright, and it doesn't really light up the area well enough for us. We just wanted a floodlight that can give us a little more vision at night when we come home from shopping or just visiting family members or friends. And so when we come home, we want our yard to be a little more lit up. So I got this particular floodlight from Harbor Freight. This brand is Bunker Hill Security, and this is not a solar powered one. I will be tying it into the power of the house. What I really liked about this one was that it has a 240-degree detection range, so it basically covers from wall to wall of your house. And then it's 2150 lumens. I got this one for the front yard, basically 2 swiveling lamps there, or LED lights, but it does up to 20 minutes of full 2150 lumens right there if you look at it. 2 bright white lamps with reflective intensifiers, adjustable delay time, ideal for house and corner applications, and then of course it's motion activated up to 70 feet. So just really like the features on it. $44 or so. Let's go ahead and open it up, just kind of see what it has in here. So this is obviously for outdoor use. So it does have it's like a hard plastic. It's not metal. I think the base is metal. And then back here we kind of have a cap, which I'll figure that out in the next video when I'm actually installing it on the side of the house. And here's the hardware that comes with it. A metal bracket, a few screws, and that's what we'll be using when we install it on the house. Just some instruction paperwork there. I'm gonna wait till this evening to be able to do a video of the current light that is up there for our front yard. So you can get like corners of a home really easily there. As it spreads out, you can get one side and the other. Alright, we'll go ahead and install this guy and see how it turns out. Alright, so this is the current porch light power. As you can see, can hardly see the yard here. So this just gives you an idea. Not very strong. Let's go inside and see how it looks outside. That way we can see the difference tomorrow when I install the new 2150 lumens. So if you look outside, I mean it gives you about, I don't know, it goes out maybe 20 feet from the porch, but you can't see anything in the yard with this light. Alright y'all, we're out here ready to install this floodlight to replace our home installed one here. I got my Bosch 5-in-1 12 volt drill here, so you don't need a super powerful drill. And then we've got the hardware here that came with the LED Bunker Hill security light. So right now basically we're going to make sure we don't have power coming to the house light or the porch light. So what I do is I just turn it on. All right, and then I'm going to go back to the breaker box. Just make sure you turn off your power, obviously. So we go down here, living room, turn that off. And if we go back out there, that should be off. Hey Charlie, that's our poodle there. So the light is now off, so there is no power coming to it. So I'll go ahead and get started. We're going to take off this old one and install this new one. Just removing the caulking here.
He's doing this like
All done. Got the old one off. Yep. Now we'll just adjust some of the wiring.
Wait.
And then we'll get the new one on, okay? Oh,
you just broke that?
Yeah, it's old. It's done. It's trash.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so as you guys can see here, we got the old one off. It has a little type of insulation here, so maybe I'll cut around that because this new floodlight has a circular base there, so it'll definitely cover the blue box there. But we got the positive and negative wire and the ground wire. It's all ready to go. And we're gonna take the base off of this guy with this screw right here. It'll open up the base so we can get access here. We'll get all the wires connected. So we're gonna replace this bracket, the old one, with the new one, just to make sure everything matches up with the screws. So I'm gonna take off this this deal here because it's the new one we have is round. So as you can see on the bracket, you want to make sure that hole, the divot or the indent is towards the back of the plastic box there. So as you guys can see back here, basically this guy, we're just gonna get the 3 wires.
So it's green, white, black, green, white.
Okay, so black, brown, and white, and it looks like it's got some flat screwdrivers. But basically you just put the wire right in there, and I already got the wire stripped. So this makes it really easy. It's a nice way for them to prepare it for you before install. So the ground, it was black, ground, yeah, green, and then white. So. Got the power and the positive, negative, and the ground around the side, but these 2 holes right here are to bring the wires through and then connect them there. And then you have the main bolt here that keeps the back piece onto the wall. And it's nice and secure. Make it as tight as you like, but obviously not too tight to where it cracks the plastic fixture. And now we're going to go ahead and tighten the wires in place onto the circuit board or whatever this is. I don't know. I ain't no pro. We got the cable on the left side of the supporting bracket just to be able to pop this in place, and we'll show you how it works a little bit here. Real quick after we get this back on. And you can kind of feel when the screw is in the right place, because remember that indentation or divot, it kind of guides it in place for you. And just go ahead and tighten it down, not too much, just so you can maybe turn it if you need to. Okay, that looks pretty level there, pretty parallel, right, with this line. So we'll tighten it down. And then what's really great, or at least what I really like about this setup is, so these are the 3 holes that these 3 prongs should pop into place, and then we just got the 1 screw here that will screw in right there in the middle. Okay. All right, so I just use the center screw to really force down those wires in the back. That's just the method I used, or otherwise you can push it down with your hands or a tool, but if you use the center screw, it'll just kind of clamp it into place, basically seal up the opening there. It's sealed up all the way around. I'm excited.
Okay, you're gonna silicone it and we'll turn it on?
We'll just turn it on, make sure it works.
Okay.
So she's gonna go ahead and turn the breaker on. I don't think the light switch is on. Yep. Wow. Yep, that's a lot brighter. Anyway, just gotta show you guys, kind of give you an idea here. Yeah, that should light up the yard really well in comparison to just the home purchased one. So it's still light outside. We can't really see the difference as far as how much of the yard it'll light up here, but we will definitely see that here in about 30 minutes or so. Yeah, the sensor works, just came on easily. But yeah, you can swivel the lights, no problem. So you can put them in whatever direction you like, within limits. And then we want some of the yard to be lit up as well. So ours is gonna have a nice spread. We'll probably tilt it down a little bit just so it doesn't go into the street over the fence. But that's probably where we're gonna have it, something like this. And yeah, it's really bright. Let's wait till it gets really dark out here, and we'll see how the sensor works and everything. But again, remember the sensor settings are right underneath the sensor. and that can swivel and tilt however you like, but they're all right under here. So we're gonna do a high sensitivity with we'll do a 5-minute light on, and we're gonna push the sensor a little lower because we want it to sense us when we're walking in through the fence in the front yard there. And that's it, it's done. I mean, we gotta put the silicone here all around, and we'll take off the old silicone and repaint with some touch up. Really simple install, but a lot better lighting for the yard. Okay, so now you guys can see the difference between the original porch light and this porch light, 2,150 lumens. You can see basically all the way to the fence, which is about 50 feet away from the front door. And anyway, it's a lot more light coverage. The entire front yard, you can see. I was able to put in my combo and see it just fine on the lot. I can turn this one to see this right side corner here. And now I can see the right side corner. No problem. This is great. It's an awesome, powerful light there where you can see wherever it is that you want to see in your yard. Our yard is 100 feet on all 4 sides. So this is 100 feet across, which the light covers. And then here it's about 50 feet because our house meets at about midway of the 100-foot fence. Let's go to the other side. But yeah, really, really bright in comparison to the house one that it came with. So definitely worth it. The phone doesn't adjust too well to lighting, but compared to what the phone is showing you, I can see a lot better there. So if I focus, it looks like it'll adjust, but I want to say I can see clear as daylight, but I can see much more clearly. The sensor works beautifully. It works to where when I open the gate all the way over here, we open our gate to come in. As soon as I open the gate, the sensor, well, this is another light here too. The sensor from that light picks up all the way from here. Really good sensor and very good coverage. All right, y'all, well, thanks for watching.